had a parent complain that I took too many days off and had a sub too often.
Yikes, it's going to be one of those parents. We've all had them. But hey, before we go any further, please make sure to like and subscribe.
This was when I was teaching kindergarten. It was my 3rd year teaching. And the funny part is, I had not taken a sick or personal day that entire year. The days that I was out with a sub were all professional development days and days that I had to attend meetings for 504s or IEPs. And they actually went to admin and said, I'm not happy with the amount of subs that are in that classroom. What's really uncomfortable about this is if I were to need a sick or personal day, how awkward and bad do I feel already? There's a dynamic that I didn't choose to create where parents are unhappy with the number of sub days that their child is getting. This is an example of not feeling in control as a teacher, not feeling like you can create the dynamic. Even for your students, I do feel bad whenever I have a sub for the students. I want them to have that consistency of me all the time. And it can get clunky if you're doing like a writing process all week and in the middle of the week you have a sub. So I see both sides, but there needs to be a better way to get our professional development in. Also to be a teacher that attends IEP meetings without sacrificing your time in the classroom. I feel like if students went to a 4-day week, that 5th day each week could be meetings, could be professional development, planning. Things like this happen to teachers all the time where we do not control the dynamic that's given to us, yet we still have to manage the outcome.
I love how this teacher comes up with solutions to try and make things better. And honestly, a 4-day week sounds amazing because teachers have a lot of paperwork that they could catch up on in that 5th day. It's also very commendable that she feels bad when she needs to be out on school business, but the fact of the matter is that she shouldn't feel bad. I don't get to go to my doctor's office and throw a fit when he can't meet me on my schedule, and I for sure can't control when he goes on vacation. So many professions are like this, and yet parents expect educators to bend over backwards for them. How many unpaid after-school activities do teachers stay for? This shouldn't be standard practice.
Hi, can you tell me what's going on here today?
It's school.
Yeah, well, why are you wearing that shirt today?
Because I like to be in clothing.
What does it say?
It says all are welcome here.
Do you think all parents want to see this at their school?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Can I have you move because we've got traffic backing up? People are trying to
I had
get
a
off.
mother send me a note saying she doesn't want this at her school.
Okay, you can send her my way.
What's your name?
I'm the principal. You know
Oh.
my name. We talked.
Oh,
So I need you to move because you're blocking traffic. Thank you. Have a great day.
how many teachers were wearing these
I
kind of
need you to
t-shirts?
go ahead and move your vehicle. Have a great
Okay,
day.
I'm going to come visit you in the office in a sec.
Have a great day.
I'll come see you.
There's a lot going on in this video, so let's check out what the people in the comments have to say. Wendy here says, it's school. Literally everyone is welcomed. Meg says, we've talked. Least surprising moment of the entire interaction. I caught that too. Something tells me they hear a lot from this parent. We got this one saying, may her coffee stay hot and her pillow cool. Okay, that's pretty funny. And finally, we have this guy saying, as a conservative Texas-raised man, I support this principle. It costs $0 to mind your own business and love people. Now listen, I'll be the first to admit we don't know the whole story, but many teachers will tell you from firsthand experience that sometimes parents just assume the worst. What are your thoughts on this?
The 9-year-olds next door are making the 26-year veteran teacher cry. And I went home and I analyzed it a lot, and they are literally bullying her. And I think that the reason that I can handle the kids nowadays is because I survived divorcing a narcissist. And I had to learn what abuse was, what to look for, what triangulation is, what weaponized incompetence is. I learned how not to see myself through that person's eyes. And that is kind of what you need to be a teacher now. You need to be able to identify what is authentic cries for help, authentic needs versus coercive control over the room. And the kids have gotten really, really comfy ganging up on the adult in the room. But if you call their parents are not okay with that, okay? I'm not blaming the parents necessarily. I'm blaming a culture that has been raised online in the comments section with all your mean inner thoughts that you share, and they think that's reality, when they don't realize none of us would have the courage to say those things in real life for the most part, unless we were straight up just abusers. So you want to know how to survive in the classroom? Read a book on narcissism.
This is really sad, and unfortunately, it's the reality of teaching. I've had teachers tell me they have to mentally dissociate throughout the day just to be able to get through it. Some of these students are wild, and what are you supposed to do when there are no consequences? They can say and get away with so much these days.
So about 2.5 years ago, I got fired from my teaching job. I taught a bunch of idiotic middle schoolers with 4 brain cells combined. Okay, because one of them came up to me in class one day and said, "Mr. Comer, I can't take the test today. My girlfriend just broke up with me and I haven't been mentally right since." And I said, "Womp womp, you're taking the test, okay? You're gonna have a new girlfriend tomorrow. You're 12, get a grip." And he went to the school board with his family, and the school board said, "You don't care about your students' mental health enough. You're fired." They let me go because of that. Like, absolutely absurd. Well, the principal and the school board just reached out to me this summer, actually, and they want me to come to a school assembly for them to talk about mental health and apologize to everybody for the things I said. Excuse me, what? That's not gonna happen, okay? You fired me for saying womp womp to a kid that was fine the next day, okay? What are you talking about? No, I'm not gonna go there, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go to your school assembly and apologize for saying womp womp to a kid that got broken up with. He was 12. Find somebody else.
Dang, what a crazy reason to let someone go. Whoomp, whoomp.
12-year-old got suspended from school, and I'm about to go pick him up. And basically, he did something they didn't want him to do, and he fought back about it, and the teacher yelled at him, and he smacked the teacher. And although I encourage good behavior, I feel like if you discipline your children under the age of 18, you're genuinely a bad parent. And I tried to tell the school that, and they basically were like, he's suspended. Like, if he keeps it up, he's going to be expelled. Like, maybe you should do homeschooling. And honestly, maybe I should, because I don't discipline my kids. I don't, because they're kids. Why would I tell an 11, 12, 13-year-old what to do? They're kids. And if you go around telling them they can't do this and they can't do that, they're just going to be sneaky and do it anyway. It's like, I see all these parents and they're like, "Oh, my kid's grounded today. My kid's grounded today." And I don't get why. Like, why would I ground my kid for being a kid, right? They're not a...
As if being a teacher weren't tough enough, you have enormous discipline issues to tackle with because parents refuse to discipline their own children.
Dear Miss Patterson, I hope this email finds you well rested after what must have been an emotionally taxing afternoon of distributing awards selectively and apparently based on favoritism. My son Braden came home yesterday absolutely devastated after discovering he did not receive the Most Improved award. This is particularly shocking considering I personally witnessed him improve from doing literally nothing at the beginning of the year to turning in the majority of his assignments. Frankly, we are struggling to understand the criteria here. Was there a rubric? A panel? Was it voted on? Because if this was merit-based, Braden should receive the award. Meanwhile, I noticed several awards went to students who were already succeeding. Interesting. So now we are rewarding consistency? Since when is education about maintaining standards instead of improving? I also want to address the emotional damage caused by this public snub. Braden spent the evening in his room playing video games right after he came home, slammed the door, tossed his bag, and said, "I guess growth means nothing." At this time, we are requesting 1, a reconsideration of the award results. 2, a written explanation as to why my child wasn't considered for the award. Please understand this is not about competition. It is about justice. Warm regards, Braden's mother and apparently only advocate.
As absurd as this email is, it's not even rare. Educators are flooded with this nonsense from entitled parents each and every day.
Black students are way funnier. That's just facts. Black kids are way funnier than white kids. I'll go to school with a lot of white kids, they try to make fun of me and they're just like, "Ew, you're cringe." I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I showed up to the school primarily black kids and I was eating my lunch. I brought some chicken from home and I was just sitting there eating the chicken and a kid goes, "You look like you season your food with thoughts and prayers." Like, that's the family recipe. What are you talking about? Sometimes you gotta let go and let God.
Not gonna lie, this one had me rolling. If you liked today's episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel to bring awareness to the current state of teaching. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Cue the outro.
Yeah. Bell rings, they still late. Acting like the lesson can wait. One kid suddenly ill, but he running hallways with great skill.